Dragon Ball Daima just ended today, and I do have some thoughts about it that I would like to share. But before that, there is something I need to address. Today is still the 28th. It's 11:37 actually, but in Japan, I still don't know if it's March 1st, if it still is. But today was the passing of Akira Toriyama. It's already been 1 year. Doesn't feel like it, but before I give my thoughts and opinions, I would just like to say rest in peace to the legend himself, and that everything I do say is just my own personal thoughts and opinions. I'm not dishing on Akira. Dude's a legend. He knows what he did. He made our childhoods. Like, he's a legend, man. Like, come on, what is there more to say? But, I will say I do have some critiques. It's not against his character. It's against some of Daima's stuff. I have in no way saying bad things about him. And with that out of the way, I will start with some of the positives. Some of the positives, the animation. The animation was absolutely amazing. Chef's kiss. It was amazing. Um, I really wish some other Dragon Ball projects did look like this because it looks absolutely amazing. I think the last time Dragon Ball has ever looked this good was the Broly movie. Superhero looked alright, but something in my throat. But yeah, Superhero looked alright. I think the 3D 2D shading was a little bit But here with Daima, this is probably the best Dragon Ball has ever looked since the Broly movie. And yeah, the animation is top tier. Like, there's nothing more to say. Like, I really wish Dragon Ball would get this treatment all the time, but I guess they're too busy with One Piece. Just saying. And yeah, another positive, the character designs. I know they're children, not a lot of people like that, but the designs actually fit the characters. They look like how they're supposed to. There's nothing wrong with them. There is some one design I will get into that I do not like, and I don't like the premise of it, and we will talk about that. This is the spoiler free right now. Later on, I'll talk about spoilers, but right now the character designs they're really good. They fit the characters, except for one, and I will talk about it. But yeah, those were the positives. I'll just talk about what I did like. I like the whole journey aspect. Not a lot of people liked it. It felt very slow sometimes, and that's another thing I'll talk about. But story aspect, it was nice. It was nice to see Goku act Goku. Like not a bumbling idiot like he is in Super. He felt normal. Like there's this one scene around the beginning of the anime where Supreme Kai tells Goku like, "Oh man, Glorio's plotting something," and Goku's just like, "I don't care. I don't care. What do I care? Like, I'll stop it if anything happens." Like, that's Goku at his best. Like he knows who he is. He knows his power. Like, if anything happens, he'll stop. But right now, he's just having a good time. Like he's just there for the journey, the destination, and I like that Goku. I don't like the whole well, Vegeta, I love fighting Vegeta. What's a kiss, Vegeta? I have two children. What's a kiss? Like, come on, man. Bumbling idiot Goku. Like, but yeah, this Goku was a breath of fresh air, if I do say so. Really liked him, beginning to end. Too bad in the Super one I can't say the same, but yeah. Uh, Yeah, most of the characters stayed the same. I will talk about the comedy. The comedy was a little bit hit or miss sometimes. Like, some jokes were funny, some jokes landed, some other jokes just felt kind of cringy. Like, there is one where I think the character's name is Highness. I never liked him. He's an annoying ass character. But, he's on the ship with Vegeta, Piccolo, and Bulma, and he's talking about, like, oh, you like girls with titties, saggy titties, And I'm all like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? What is he talking about? Like, I get it, you know, some of the OG Dragon Ball had jokes like this, but it just feels out of nowhere. Like, you look at Highness's character, he's a big fat blob demon thing, and he's talking about Bulma's saggy thing. He's all like, "Oh, I want to be your boyfriend," and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I thought this character, he has like this thing called the Demon Eye, and you think it would be more serious, but it's really not, especially not his character. I don't know, like that joke just felt like especially out of left field. And I don't know if this would classify as another joke, but like it's towards the end of the series, so a little bit of a spoiler right here. But Vegeta's about to fight the big baddie, and then Bulma's all like, "You better let the other people fight, or else I won't bath snoo with you anymore." And Vegeta's all like, and then he just dishes out of the fight. You know, this is Vegeta, the guy that always wanted to beat the shit out of Frieza and was mad at Goku for not honoring his the whole taking turns. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess Vegeta is. It feels like he got his plot development sooner than later. Like in Battle of Z, when Bulma gets hit, he realizes that, oh man, that's my Bulma. You step off, bro, and he gets hella angry. But I feel like it's a bit too soon for that character development, considering it's like a couple years after the Buu saga, and this is still Vegeta like trying to work it out, you know. But I feel like he's already at. It feels like this is Super Vegeta, but the timeline doesn't make any sense. Like he cares way too much about Bulma already. Like they need to show, you know, like they need to show like Vegeta being more caring. Like he builds up to it, because in the Majin Buu saga, they were barely there. You know, like if you watch the series, like they weren't there yet, and it's just a couple years, and now they're like full on together. I felt that was more Super's territory, but I don't know. I feel like it's too soon in the timeline. They just kind of forgot that. But Vegeta's already a family man and all that, even though it's been a couple years, timeline wise. Yeah. I'll talk about a little bit of negatives. The main villains, if you even want to call them that, they were completely forgettable. Uh, Majin Ku, Majin Du, would you even count them as villains? The Doctor, Doctor Artsu, like, is she a villain? I don't really know either. Um, I guess a little bit of spoilers. We'll get into spoilers here, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, then, you know, click off. But, Goma, what the fuck was Goma? Like, was he a villain? What was his backstory? What was his goals other than I am big dumb stupid guy that want to take over the world? Like I get it. OG Dragon Ball did that a lot too. King Piccolo, the Pilaf gang. Like he feels like a worse King Piccolo, and that's saying a lot because his design is fucking garbage. I will not lie. He is unappealing at all. He was not threatening at all. His character, it took around 15 episodes to actually give him a character, if you even want to call it that. Um, his design, too, like, he looks like a fucking circus clown with Jiren's outfit. Why? And when he buffs up, spoilers here, when he buffs up with the third demon eye, he looks like Jiren. He just looks like Jiren. Like, he is 90% copy pasted Jiren with a circus hat on, and it looked super unthreatening. Like the show makes him look like some awesome badass, like this doing the Jiren pose and all that. While I was watching, I'm all like, this guy's a threat. Like I thought my Kid Buu looked more like a threat than this guy, and Kid Buu is like. He's fucking. He's a little guy, you know. He's just a little. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you well. Well, Goma is just like, I am big tough guy now. I am going to kick your ass and be evil. Grr, grr, I'll beat you up. Pew, pew, pew. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it was terrible writing. I'm sorry, but Goma just feels like a terrible character. He just felt chewed in, like he wanted to be the main villain, but he just isn't. And like, I don't know, there was no stakes to it. I guess like we all know that Goma's gonna either get beaten up or killed. Spoiler alert: he doesn't get killed. They kind of defeat him cheaply, and I will get into that. But yeah, Goma did not feel like a main villain. He just felt like they needed something for marketing and for the cool forms, and there he was. I will admit, I felt like the other, if you want to call them baddies, I don't feel like they're baddies, but the Tomagami Free, he was written nicely. I really wish that they did more of his character because he was probably one of the better new ones. Tomagami 2, kind of forgettable. He was just there for the Vegeta merchandise. Tomagami 1, complete letdown. I thought he was going to at least fight Goku or something, considering he's the strongest, but no. They just let the Majins take care of him. And who else? Glorio. Oh man, I wish it felt like they were building him up to be like the real main villain. Like he was hiding in the shadows, watching everybody do their things, like his exterior and all that, the dark, gloomy kind of guy. And then in the end, he's just there. Like he's just there to be with the gang, and that's it. And that's all his character was. No build up, no nothing. And like I don't know, I really felt like they were gonna do something with his character, but they just didn't. And I'll get to a little bit of the negatives now. Spoilers, by the way. My voice, geez. Uh, which one? Which one do I want to do first? Let's talk about it. Why not? Super Saiyan 4. I don't like it. I don't like the way they did it. I don't like the build up, if you can even call it that, because there was essentially no build up. It comes out of nowhere. It's literally just there for the fan service, and that's it. And that's not a bad thing, alright? That's not a bad thing. I get it. I get that maybe Akira just wanted to make it canon, and that's cool. That's nice. But it completely ruined what it meant, in my opinion. In the OGGT, Goku has to build up to it, and he remembers his fucking Saiyan roots, and he goes God, and you see the whole montage of him as a baby, and he's like growing up and all that, and that felt so impactful watching that as a kid. Like, holy crap, this is it. This is the form. This is what's all been leading up to this, the primal rage, the primal Saiyan roots that he had. And Super Saiyan 4 was amazing because of that. The raw aura, the energy, the history. And then you get this. And the demon, I already forgot his name. The demon literally just touches Goku's wee wee, sends demon magic through it. And Goku's having this whole fucking thing where he's having the energy and all that. And then he turns Super Saiyan 4. There is no history. There's no explanation why it looks like Super Saiyan 4. It just does for the merchandise. Like, there is no history. There is no build up. There was no hints. There was nothing to it other than it just happens for the fan service. And I guess he has big ass monkey hands, which I do not like at all. It looks like those Incredible Hulk toys that you buy at Target or something, where those kids toys where you wear in your fist and you just punch the shit out of everything. That's how it looks like. Goku's wearing those Incredible Hulk hands, and they look terrible. They look absolutely terrible. It ruined. I sound like Trump there. Yeah, they look terrible. I do not like them at all. I really wish he just had normal looking hands like Super Saiyan 4. They already changed his hair color, so might as well just keep the hands, alright? But yeah, I do. I like the form. I do not like the history. I do not like the build up. There was no build up. It felt like it ruined what it was supposed to be. The whole primal instinct and all that. It. I just do not like it. I do not like the way it built up. I am alright with the design, but I do not like that it was just thrown in here for fan service. Anywho, I'll talk about the ending points. The end. Basically, they fucking Goku does Super Ultimate Kamehameha, and you you think it would defeat him, Goma, but it doesn't. And then out of nowhere, Majin just fucking bashes the guy's head behind. You'd think that after all their punches, the eye would have popped out already, but no, Majin Ku, that's the other Majin, just bashes the dude's head, and then the eye just pops out, and then that's it. They win. Like, I don't know, like, it felt like Super Saiyan 4 wasn't needed. Well, it was needed, but like, someone could have just bashed his head from behind, and then there you go. The eye pops out, they win, GG, everybody goes home. Like, it just felt like a huge cop out just to say, Majin Ku did something. He was important this whole time, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the ending. Like, he, spoiler alert, big one. He becomes the Demon King just out of nowhere, and he's all like, "I'm a super smart guy now. I was a hero this whole time. Anyway, you do this, you do that. You go over here, and everybody happy, woo, and Goku happy, woo, and then they're all like, "Hey, Goku, remember us?" And then Goku's all like, "Sure, whatever, buddy." And then it's never referenced again. You know, like the plot holes, like. Here's what I'm going to talk about, the big plot holes. There is a lot. And my biggest one is, why the hell was the fusion bug introduced in the first place if it was never going to be used? Why did it have such a big emphasis on the fusion bug if it was never going to be used? Like, was Akira planning on it, but then just decided, nah, I don't. Fusion, we'll save that for another time. Like, I get it if like 5 or 10 years down the line, Toyotaro is all like, "Oh yeah, remember those fusion bugs? Let's eat those." Or in the next chapter, whenever it comes out, Vegeta's gonna be like, Why don't you just do Super Saiyan 4 against Frieza Goku?" And he's all like, "Oh yeah, I have that." And another thing, like, this is just my own personal gripe, but like when Vegeta sees Super Saiyan 4, he's just all like, "Nah, whatever, bro." Like, that's completely out of Vegeta's character. But when you see him in Super, when Goku uses the Kaioken Blue against him, he's all like, "You son of a bitch, Kakarot! Oh, I hate you again. You're always surpassing me." Like, I guess this time just didn't count. I don't know. Like the plot holes. I will say more plot holes. Like, I know the real life reason is obviously because Daima wasn't planned this far ahead, behind, I mean. But it's not like he didn't forget how to use. You could say that, oh, he needs the demon magic to make it happen, but it's never emphasized on that. Like, we don't know if Goku can still use Super Saiyan 4 or not. But in Battle of Gods, when he's fighting Beerus, he's all like, "This is my strongest form," and then he turns Super Saiyan 3. Like, brother, you got Super Saiyan 4, you just don't know it. And real life reason, like I said, it's because Diamond was never planned. But like, there is so many plot holes that they just chose to ignore, and I really don't like that. Like, I get it, it's try. This is dumb fun. I will sum it up the series. This is dumb fun. If you enjoy Dragon Ball, if your little kid enjoys Dragon Ball, like, show them this, they'll have a good time. If anybody over the age of 13 is watching this with a brain and they watched Dragon Ball before, they're gonna be like, "Well, why didn't Goku do this? Why didn't Goku do that?" Well, it's because this is dumb fun. It's not meant to be serious. Like, he's dead. They can forget about a lot of things. I'm pretty sure Akira did. Like, there was a lot of things Goku could have did. He could have just fucking blown up the demon realm if he felt like it since the beginning. But it's dumb fun. I do enjoy that aspect. If you turn off your brain and just watch, it's a good series. It's a good time. When you start to think, that's the problem. It's not that kind of series. It was meant to be dumb fun and nothing else. That's essentially what this series is. Just dumb fun, turn off your brain, enjoy the ride, and that's it. The ride takes a long time to get there, but it was worth it. I will say that it was worth it. Animation was worth it. The voicing was worth it. Everything was worth it in the end, despite the whole, Goma and all that. Like, he is not a final villain. All right, little bro is not a final villain. He don't even rival Jiren, and Jiren was already a blank slate. He's not that level. No one's gonna look at Goma and waste $90 on his SH figure arts. All right, but yeah. Overall, I will end it with this. I do like what Akira was going for. When you turn off your brain, this is not a series to think about. It's a series to watch and just say this is dumb fun. If you're going to power scale and all that, you're gonna have a bad time because you're gonna be all like, "Why didn't Goku Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus and all that?" Because it wasn't there. Like, it's dumb fun. That's it. It's just dumb fun. Yeah, I don't think there's any more to talk about. I did enjoy the series for what it was, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. I did this is my own personal opinion, but I do think they left it, just with a normal ending, because they don't want to lead up to Super yet. I feel like there's going to be, wait, hold up, burp. There's going to be another prequel series before, at least that's my opinion. That's why this doesn't feel like an ending to Super. This feels like an ending to something else than Super. At least that's my opinion. Because right now, Dragon Ball is a little bit in you know, it's a little bit frozen right now. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Diamond was a good watch. If you can if you can get through the 13, 14 episodes of filler and all that, then you'll have a good time. Turn off your brain. Enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. It's Akira Toyama's last work. And that's all, lads and gents, and I'll see you next time. Take care.